Ever since I was a kid, I've always loved a rom-com. I don't know what it is, but watching two goofballs fall in love is so satisfying for me. I love rom-coms so much that even my favorite Disney movies as a kid, Tarzan, Aladdin, and Hercules, to me, were all just rom-coms. It was about these goofy idiots trying to earn the love of women who were frankly out of their league. Not Hercules because he's quite literally a god, but after that, are you kidding me? Jane is a brilliant explorer and Tarzan definitely throws his own shit. That has to happen. That is learned behavior. I'm sure he brings the thunder in the bedroom, but other than that, what are you going to talk about? You know what I mean? How many times is he going to put his finger in his butt and try to make you smell it before you're like, this is not as charming as I thought it was? Now, a lot of things have changed about me since I was a child, but my love of rom-coms has remained steadfast. These are my comfort movies. I love to watch them. I will watch them over and over, and anytime I hear there's a good new one, I'm very excited because that means I get an hour and a half to 2 hours to just have a nice little escaped moment. This was exactly the case about 3 weeks ago when my best friend heard I had never seen Ever After. She sprinted to the couch screaming, "Get out of my white!" and rented it on Amazon, sat me down and said, "Watch it, you goofy bitch, and enjoy." And I watched it and I enjoyed. It was, so thoroughly that in fact we're here. I wrote this whole thing and now we're doing an entirely different kind of video. Guys, welcome to a rom-com review. First off, I know you're probably saying to yourself, Shelby, if you love these rom-coms so much, how have you never seen Ever After? It's a classic. And to that I say, blame her, alright? It's a take on a Cinderella story, and I absolutely hate Cinderella. My least favorite Disney princess. Boo, boring poop lady, no zest, white bread ass bitch. No flavor at all. However, in this, Danielle, the main character, is an actually written person. She doesn't just let animals do everything for herself and occasionally sing a tune. This version of the story is so much better written, and I cannot overstate this part enough, perfectly cast. Danielle, played by the maid for rom-coms Drew Barrymore, is an actual person with thoughts and feelings and an absolute cannon attached to her right arm. She isn't just the put-upon stepdaughter. She wants to do things around this house because she takes pride in it, and she cares about the people living in it, namely the servants who mostly raised her, but still her evil stepfamily because she's just a sweet baby. The evil stepmother, played by the incomparable Angelica Houston, really takes that evil thing a step further by being just a heinous bitch. Oh my god. Not only does she pawn their possessions and sells people into slavery, she also just makes the most cutting comments about people's bodies I've ever seen. It's like she revels in telling somebody she can see their love handle. Oh, don't touch me.
One cannot breathe, one cannot eat.
Literally every actor is nailing their part, from the absolute fart of a stepsister Marguerite to the wonderfully whimsical Leonardo da Vinci. This is apparently after his time as an assistant with the Guild of Assassins in Italy. Now he just likes to walk around and give people weather updates.
Looks like rain.
Prince Henry isn't just some weird mute foot fetishist, alright? He's a jovial but privileged prince who's at a turning point in his life. He doesn't want to marry for country, he wants to marry for love, and it's that crisis of identity and sense of romanticism that fuel all of his actions in the movie. He's a thought-out character as opposed to a 2D drawing. Who'd have thought that would make for a more interesting thing? Every actor portrays their part with such joy that it really conveys the storybook feel. That's clearly what they're going for, and they're nailing it 100%. So yeah, you got the classic Cinderella start. Dad gets married, gives his daughter a book, which is clearly an early copy of the Communist Manifesto, and then promptly drops dead. Classic dad stuff. The rest of the story is played out as a ruse. Prince Henry and Danielle have a quick little meet cute. She takes his head off with an apple because she thinks he's a thief, and he's like, nope, I'm the prince. She's like, oh no, I'm so sorry. And then he's like, no, it's fine, here's some gold. Just shut up and don't tell anybody you saw me. And then he forgets her face because, it had dirt on it, and poor people don't matter.
I confess the plight of the everyday rustic bores me.
Then she goes into town pretending to be highborn in order to buy back her servant / old man who should not be doing manual labor anymore. But there's an obnoxious jailer, and then the prince is like, yo, give her the person. Let her buy that person. So she in turn gives him her dead mother's name, and then we're off to the races. The rest of the story is Danielle trying to keep up that ruse while her stepfamily does stepfamily shit, like be jealous and bitchy and try to weasel their way into the royal family. You've seen Cinderella. They expose her at the ball. Prince Henry's like, you lying ass bitch, and get out of here. And then Da Vinci's like, you don't even deserve her, man. You suck. I'm super disappointed in you now, bro. And then he goes to his own arranged marriage, but his Spanish bride, she's crying it's so sad. And he's like, oh yeah, this does suck. Why are we doing this? This is the dumbest idea I've ever had in my life. And he goes to find Danielle, and bada boom, bada bing, Danielle's got a ring. That's the gist of what's going on. I just wanted to get all that out of the way so we can talk about the stuff that makes it special. For me, what really makes the movie is all these new stuff, all the great character moments that we get to have. Like, Danielle isn't a hapless child, she's not a damsel in distress. Whenever they get cornered in the woods by the gypsies, it's Danielle who saves Henry's ass. And she's so charming doing it, the gypsies are like, oh, well, you're pretty dope. Come hang out with us, come get drunk. You seem like a fun hang, I like your style. Whenever Marguerite runs her mouth about Danielle's dead mom, Danielle says, it's on sight, I'm gonna bust you in your shit right now. And after she's traded for literal furniture to this, at the very least, bisexual pirate, as soon as he starts getting inappropriate, she pulls the sword on him and had me sitting on the couch like Emperor Palpatine. Do it! She's a passionate, strong, lovable heroine, and that's great because she is the root of every story. She is the root of the tree that is this phenomenal film. Drew Barrymore and Doug Ray Scott have such great chemistry. They're enthralling to watch. Alright, I love their dynamic of her just constantly forcing him to realize that maybe his head's a little too far up his own ass to see that being king could be a good thing, and that maybe that he should be that, and he should live up to that expectation. I love that all she had to say was, maybe don't sell slaves to America, for him to be like, oh yeah, we shouldn't do that. My bad, whoops, my bad guys. There's one scene that's a little strange where he's trying to like profess his love and she is openly weeping in front of him, but he just like powers through like he's not even noticing. It's like, look, I know you're crying right in front of me, but I've already started my soliloquy about this library that I want to dedicate to you, so your emotions will have to wait. The relationship between Danielle and the stepmother is much more fleshed out, which is great because it makes it so much easier to hate the stepmom. Oh my god, she's so awful. Every time she gets a chance, she's just making some biting comment to her own daughters or Danielle to just keep tearing everybody down, and she's great at it. These are A+ insults.
How can anyone love a pebble in their shoe?
They do give her this one scene to like try to humanize her, but she starts it out by bringing up Danielle's dead mom and then immediately telling her to get over it, and then ends it by telling Danielle she looks like a man. So, kind of a swing and a miss on the connection there. She also is always flirting with a young Toby Jones who looks like a cherub in order to get information on the royal family, but that turns out to be very unreliable info because he's such a pothead. My two favorite side characters are definitely Da Vinci and Jacqueline. Da Vinci, I love that old people trope in rom-coms where they're like, oh, we don't care about the rules, go love who you want to love. You know, all that shit works on me every time. Jacqueline is written as very sweet, but very simple, and her journey from the beginning of the movie just being like, this is how things go, I guess, to eventually being like, my family fucking sucks. Fuck these people, I'm out. I'm going with this hunky guard and Danielle, and we're gonna skedaddle. How about that? We're gonna go. I love that journey for you. Way to go. Also, the fact that they kept making jokes about her being the fat one. Okay, you could have just gotten a fat actress. That's the thing. Those exist. She's not fat just because you can't see the undercut of her cheekbones. I just love the entire vibe of this movie. Like, even the opening shot is so warm and welcoming that it just kind of gives you that idea that we're going to have a nice time here. All right, everything is well lit when it's shot. It's not got some stupid blue filter darkening everything for no reason. Hate when directors do that. The location and the set design are wonderful. The costumes are impeccable. And the score, I'm a sucker for somebody trying to easily influence my emotions with music. So as soon as the opening credits roll in and those violins kick in, I'm just like, oh, okay. We're having a nice warm time now. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna like this. I absolutely love this movie. I think if you like rom-coms, you need to see it. I think if you just like movies, you'll have a good enough time. And definitely, if you're looking for a fairy tale romance, this is the best of them. It is, in my opinion, a perfect rom-com, so I have to give it a 10 out of 10, which is not bad at all for my first rom-com review. Thank you for staying, thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed making it, and I probably will be making more of this kind of content in the future. Not exclusively, I will still be doing my gaming stuff. I'll be doing both. I like both, I'll talk about both. I'll have a nice time doing it, and this channel's for me to express myself, so I will do just that. I really hope you enjoyed it. Comment down below, let me know what you thought. If you've seen the movie, what you thought, or your favorite rom-com, I'd love to know. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, follow me on the socials, all that silly shit. But until next time, take care of those sweet baby angel butts, and I'll see you back here next time. Alright? Mwah! We're done! Let's go! We're out of here! We're going home! I'm already home! I'm in my office!